Happy Easter. This is Jason from Horrific Nightmares. Today I want to try something a little bit different. I'd like to do this once a week. It's something I kind of came up with called Second Chance Cinema. This came about from a conversation with the Horror Man about the latest Star Wars film, The Last Jedi. We had pretty much come to the same conclusion, felt the same way about it, that we weren't a huge fan of it. For one reason or another, I'm not really going to get into it. But one of the things that I said was I was going to suspend my overall final review on the film until I've seen it again. And that, of course, brought me back to something my father said years ago, which always kind of stuck with me. And that is, he and I saw a lot of movies together. It was kind of our thing when I was a child, and even into my teenage years. When a movie, if I really liked a film, or if he really liked the film, most of the time with him, he would say, I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it. Maybe I wasn't in the best mood. Maybe I was too tired when I watched it. A lot of things can have an effect on you when you're actually watching a film. For example, last year when it came out, I went to see it with my cousin. I think it was came out on a Friday. I went to see it on a Monday, whatever. And I purposely went during the day so there wouldn't be a lot of people there. And there were probably 10 people in the movie theater, me and my cousin being two of them. And in the back row, there were 6 kids around the age of 12, 11, and an adult sitting on the end, which made 7. 3 people, myself, my cousin, and some other guy being towards the front. They didn't shut up the entire time, laughing, giggling. One kid had already seen the film and was constantly telling the other kid out loud what was going to happen. Completely ruined the movie experience. I did still like it, but it kind of left a bad taste in my mouth, pretty much. So when I got it home, when I took it home to watch it, in the privacy of my own home, I really enjoyed it a lot more than I did in the movie theater. Another example of this, I'm going to try not to be too long-winded, but this is kind of the intro to this new thing I'm going to try. Another example is The Dark Tower. My cousin, who was living with me at the time, wanted to go see it. I was really tired that night. It was the Friday that it came out. I was like, fine. Like I said, I was really tired. I went out to see it and fell asleep. Needless to say, I came out of the movie theater. I didn't really care for it. Decided to, when it came out on video, to give it another shot. I watched it. Still wasn't a very good film because I've actually read the books, but regardless. But I did like it better than in a movie theater. So this is kind of an experiment, I guess. A lot of things can play into how much you like a film. And the one I'm going to do today is going to be A Deadly Blessing. Now, I've seen this movie one time, and I didn't like it. And this was way, way back. Probably in the mid-'80s, maybe. I saw it for the first time. When I was younger, my horror tastes were basically, I really like slashers. Anything that deviated from that, like, for example, April Fool's Day, where it was Spoiler alert, or it was all a joke towards the end. Hated it. Since then, it's become one of my favorite films, but that's a different discussion for a different day. I thought that this was a slasher film. I don't remember much about it. I remember something about the Amish, and I'm not going to say what happens at the end because I'm going to watch it again. That's what I'm getting to. But I thought it was a slasher, and then something happened at the end that I didn't like and completely took me out of the film. So, why did I buy it? Why did I buy this film? Well, I love Scream Factory. I like what they do with horror films. I like what they do with the covers, the slip covers, and everything like that. Probably the same as everyone else. So, I bought it, and I figured this would be a nice one to start with. So here's what's going to happen. Here's basically the rules for the new thing that I'm going to do. I'm going to try to do this once a week. I'm going to take a film that I either really liked or that I really didn't like, that I've only seen one time. I'm going to give it another chance, and then when I'm finished watching it, I'm going to upload part 2 and tell you what my thoughts are about it. Now, the reason why I'm only going to do this once a week is because I have so many movies here to watch. Rewatching the same ones right now seems kind of silly. So, but I would like to do this once a week as kind of like an experiment. And you guys tell me what you think down below. Like I said, I have some time before I have to get ready and take a shower and go over to my father-in-law's for Easter. But I'm going to watch this, and I'm going to upload my thoughts when I'm finished. Hopefully I'll be able to do that when I've finished taking a shower and done all that kind of stuff. But this being Easter, I mean, I have time, so it will definitely be today. It just may not be in a couple hours. So, reason why I'm being so long-winded, I kind of wanted to explain everything and what's going to be happening, from now on. But this is going to be once a week, and the other ones will not be quite as long-winded. So, that's kind of what's going to happen. This is going to be part 1. I'll come back in a couple hours with part 2, hopefully. So, wish me luck on Deadly Blessing, and I'll give you my thoughts. See you guys.